to continue our coverage over the Dawn of X, we actually pick up with Marauders number 5. Now, this book does open up with Bobby Drake, aka Iceman, right now hanging out with Christian Frost, the brother to Emma Frost. Now, just like his sister, he is also a mutant, but his mutant ability is basically him being able to throw psychic energy blasts. Now, if you're one of the people to get hit by one of those psychic blasts, you'll be hurt physically and mentally as well. Now, with that being said though, right now we're going to find out that Christian Frost and Bobby Drake apparently have some kind of relationship with one another. But you have Christian Frost as Bobby Drake to leave the Marauders because Christian Frost wants to spend more time with Bobby Drake, but Bobby Drake does not want to leave the Marauders at all. Now, with that being said, the reason why Bobby Drake does not want to leave the Marauders is because Kitty Pryde. Because right now, you have Christian Frost say, apparently Bobby Drake, Storm, Bishop, and Pyro are only hanging out with Kitty Pryde because they're afraid if she dies, there is no way to bring her back to life. Because remember, on COPPA, they have 5 mutants who have the ability to come together to bring someone back to life. The problem is though, Kitty Pryde was unable to go to the island like most mutants did. Because remember, when COPPA opened up, there were gates to let mutants walk through so they can go to the island. But the problem was though, Kitty Pryde could not go through the gate. And usually the only kind of people who can't go through the gates are humans. Kitty Pryde is not a human. She is a mutant. And so the big question is right now is why Kitty Pryde cannot walk through the gates. And so you have the Marauders scared that if she dies, there is no way to bring her back to life. And so that is why you have Bishop, Storm, Pyro, Iceman just hanging out with Kitty Pryde because they're all scared if she dies, there is no way to bring her back to life. Now we do jump over to Hellfire Bay. Now remember, Hellfire Bay is a part of the island of COPPA, but in this part of the island is where the Hellfire Club works out of. Now with that being said, when it comes to the Hellfire Club, you have 3 people in charge. The Red Queen, Kitty Pryde, the White Queen, Emma Frost, and the Black King, Sebastian Shaw. Each person rules a third of the company. Now, Sebastian Shaw does not like Emma Frost because originally when he made the Hellfire Club, he was the one in charge. But by this point, he's now sharing that control with Emma Frost and Kitty Pryde. Now, another reason why he does not like Emma Frost is because Emma Frost put Kitty Pryde in the Red Queen position. And so anytime he tries to make a big time decision, his decision gets turned down because it goes by votes. And with 3 people, as soon as you get 2 votes against your 1 vote, you automatically lose. And so anytime he tries to make a big decision, Kitty Pryde, Emma Frost both say no, bam, you can't do what he wants to do. And so it hurts him so much. And so right now in the last couple books, we have seen him kind of been plotting something, trying to find a way to remove Kitty Pryde. Because if he does, his son, who was just brought back to life recently, Shinobi Shaw, then he'll be the Red King and there'll be 2 against Emma Frost. And so he's trying to get rid of Kitty Pryde. But of course, he still has to find the right moves to lead up to that moment. Now, we do see a private meeting between Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost. And with this meeting right here, it's basically bringing up the idea of what I said at the very beginning of this video. Why you have Bobby Drake, Storm, Pyro, and Bishop hanging around Kitty Pryde so much, because they're afraid that if she dies, there's no way to bring her back to life. Because if she's unable to walk through one of the gates of COPPA, could that mean possibly she can't be brought back to life by the 5? There are so many different questions. But with that being said though, you have her telling all of this to Emma Frost. And right now we're seeing Emma Frost and Kitty Pryde basically building a bond with one another. And that is huge because over the years, Kitty Pryde has always hated Emma Frost. Even when Emma Frost had joined the X-Men, dated Cyclops, Kitty Pryde still did not like Emma Frost. And so this moment right here is nice to see the two characters finally becoming good friends with one another. Now, you do have the Marauders hanging out with the new mutants that they have brought over to COPPA. Because remember, when it comes to the Marauders, they go to different countries to help mutants escape those countries and bring them over to COPPA. And so with that being said, they're hanging out with the new mutants. But then you have Pyro run in. It's crazy because he said they just received a distress call. And this call came from Shinobi Shaw, the son of Sebastian Shaw. And apparently right now, Shinobi Shaw is in danger and he went to Madripoor to do some kind of business, but something happened over there and he needs some help. So with that being said right now, you basically have Kitty Pryde tell Marauders they're gonna go to Madripoor to go save Shinobi Shaw. But while they're leaving, you can see Sebastian Shaw watching them leave. And he's happy they're leaving because it seems like he's plotting something big behind the scenes. Now you do have Storm and Bishop arrive first into Madripoor. They took one of the gates to get to Madripoor, while the rest of the Marauders take a boat to get there. But as soon as Bishop and Storm get there, well, that is the moment they see that the whole city is in panic mode right now. There's a lot of chaos in the streets and they have no idea why. And so you have Bishop actually go over to a child and ask him, what's happening right now? What's happening in the streets? And that is the moment you have the child basically say that right now, a new organization known as Verandi is offering people to kill a mutant for a certain prize. And so right now you have people going around trying to kill mutants in Madripoor as a way to earn some kind of prize. And so that is why there's so much chaos in the streets. Now, Storm and Bishop are able to actually find Shinobi Shaw because remember, he was the one who did send that distress call. And when they find him, his boat is badly injured. Also, he's hurt, but he was trying to help out some mutants in Madripoor. But either way, as soon as Bishop and Storm find him, well, that is the moment they get attacked by a bunch of soldiers in armored suits. Now, these soldiers in armored suits, they have the ability to cancel out mutant abilities. And so right now, Storm and Bishop cannot use their mutant powers, which is very huge to say. But when it comes to Storm, y'all, when it comes to Storm, a lot of folks forget about this. She's one heck of a fighter, meaning that she knows how to protect herself even without her powers. And so you have her and Bishop fight against the soldiers. But while they're doing that, you have our new evil organization who's right now behind the scenes causing chaos in Madripoor, Verandi, this children group of Hellfire Club, watching what they did. They caused panic in the city. They caused chaos in the city. And so right now, Verandi is really just a child version of the Hellfire Club. Now remember, Kitty Pryde, Iceman, and Pyro, they took a boat to get over to the island of Madripoor. And so right now they're hoping that they can reach the island in time to help out Storm and Bishop. The problem is though, on their way there to go help out their friends, well, that is the moment they do get attacked by two, I really say C-list characters who are working for a new evil organization, which is Hate Monger and Executioner. But these two characters are going to try their best to keep Kitty Pryde, Iceman, and Pyro busy just long enough. And so with the being said, this is where we are going to end today's comic book video. So please leave me a like down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any suggestions on books I should read, well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But I do hope you enjoyed today's comic book video. Later, guys.